we are on the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're heading back to Frontierland to get off. And then we are going to take the raft over to Tom Sawyer's Island. So fingers crossed that we have a safe trip and everything goes as well as planned. But it's now a little bit right at 3 o'clock. And you see a large crowd behind me. You can see back here. Those are guests starting to show up for the Not So Scary Halloween party tonight. Now, of course, they can get in at 4 o'clock. But when I was looking at wait times, there's nothing other than Tron Light Cycle Run that is over 10-15 minutes. So what a day to pop into the Magic Kingdom, get a couple attractions in, do a little filming, and then be on my way. So thanks for stopping by. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help. And please hit that like button and leave a comment. That helps us in so many ways with the algorithm. So thanks a lot, and come along. We have just gotten off of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and we had one thing to do today, and that was to actually go to Tom Sawyer's Island. So the rafts are about to leave now. So not a lot of people going over, but we're going to still having to use the ropes going back and forth. Just waiting. And that one has left. So, looks like we'll be waiting. But, so it looks like that one's leaving, but another one's coming in. We're about to get on the raft and go across, but if I told you it's 92 degrees, it is hot, but not as bad as it has been the last few weeks. So here we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And just like that, all aboard. Kind of cool. We always like getting new subscribers and great fans. Check those shirts out. And just like that, it took us a couple of seconds, not too long, 15 seconds or so, just to get over here. And actually really neat. And our captain actually lets us know everything that's going on. That way we're not super surprised when a bump happens. Kind of cool. So I have officially made it to Tom Sawyer's Island. I am so stoked. The island closes at 5:30, so that's when the last boat is going to be leaving. The cast member told me. And of course we have the steamboat, the ferry boat, I guess, coming around the corner, which is super, super loud. But I am really excited to be over here. As soon as we're coming in and she was docking, there was a great big hawk that flew right through the trees right above us. And I had the camera facing the other direction. I wish I got it because it was almost like it was meant to be, but apparently it wasn't because I didn't get it. But look behind me. The Liberty Bell. Yeah. So pretty neat. Not as The last one that went through had a lot of guests on it. I mean, a lot. Look, I am sweating like crazy. It's almost like when we got over here, well, over there, it was super hot. When we got on this side, we seemed to get a little bit more of a breeze. Don't know why, but I'm not going to fight it. We're going to enjoy it. So come along with us, and here we go. And like always, be aware of your surroundings. We are heading in, and of course, welcome. Spells it like I would, I guess. If you like dark caves, mysterious mines, bottomless pits, shaky bridges, and big rocks, you have come to the best place I know. If you don't like crazy old scary places, don't worry. Huck Finn and myself was plenty scared too. Huck was more scared than me. Tom was not. Huck. Okay, so that has kind of set the theme already. What a really neat place, though. I've not been over here in a long time. Now just remember, there are a lot of steps and little hills and crevices to go through. So a lot of this is just really neat. That's an exit to a mine. We will get to that shortly. I don't know how good the light's going to be in here. Apparently not too good at all. No telling what we're going to run into in here. Kind of feels like you're going deeper and deeper. Wow. And it's a little awkward. So it's a little awkward just for the fact that you can't really see the bottom. Now you can. It's a little bit different. But it is really neat, and the floor is kind of, well, I think the floor gives the illusion of being sideways just because the walls are. A little claustrophobic, but really neat. Wow, check it out.
Whoa! Ow! I hit into the wall.
That is so cool. And, wow, as you can see the jewels, the underwater spring, of course. That is so cool. Isn't like that the coolest thing? It's so neat. It is lit kind of just perfect to give you enough room and light to see, but also enough for the mysterious look. to where you don't really know where you're going. Check this out. Haunted Mansion eats your heart out, right? That is so cool. You just pay attention to where you're going. It is fairly dark, but your eyes do get adjusted to it very well. And, well, didn't know. I thought maybe there was 2 ways to go, but just one. And just remember, there is no obstacles on the floor, so you don't have to worry about stepping over anything. Pretty cool. Now, this looks to be the exit to where we were at just a little while ago. And I do believe, look at there, I am correct. That was cool. Now on to something else, right? So now we're going to take the other way around in front of the windmill. Really cool. The setting is so neat. That is so neat. The detail is really neat. And, wow, check this out. So you got little spots to sit down and play checkers. Okay, so we got a little dock here. Places to sit. Things to check out. Right across, of course, from Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The theming here is great. And as you can tell, the water runs out of the windmill right under the bridge, flows right down into the Rivers of America, which is basically right across the way from Big Thunder Mountain. So there are actually picnic areas to be able to come back and actually enjoy. Grab your food over on the other side, maybe Pecos Bills, grab lunch, come on over, have a seat under the beautiful shade, listening to the brook and the water coming off of the windmill. And there's picnic tables. There's also drinking fountains, and really neat. This is so cool. And of course, right now where the picnic tables are, you're facing the Liberty Bell steam paddle boat, and of course the Haunted Mansion is right behind me here. So kind of neat. And I'm not touched half of this island yet, so let's keep going. Check this out. Looks like they built a shack with whatever they could, and it looks like an upside down boat and a crow's nest maybe up in the top of it. Kind of neat. So, welcome to Tom Sawyer Scavenger Fort. This play area is for the enjoyment of children ages 2 to 12 years old. Supervise children at all times, of course. Before playing, remove helmets, drawstrings, or any accessories around a child's neck. Surfaces may be hot. Yeah, we don't want anything to get caught up in any of the webbing or the nets, I guess is the best way to put it. What a neat little, this is kind of neat, really. That Tom and Huck, what a makeshift bunch they are. That is so cool. How could you not have fun with this as a child? There are trails everywhere. Kind of neat. So we're going to try to get to as many of them as possible. But wow, this is so neat. Looks like we've got another cave. And let's take a look in this one. As we head in, you can see there's little lanterns set here and there. The lighting's a little bit. Seems to be lower this time. But you have a really nice cool wind coming through. Kind of makes you feel like you're deep in a cave, I guess is the best way to put it. Wow. This actually feels really good compared to outside. Uh-oh. Apparently that's where all the wind's coming through. Now, back out again. So cool. Check it out. I don't know what the percentage of guests coming to the Magic Kingdom have never been over here. But I tell you what, this is a jewel. It is so neat. Plus, it's really, really cool. Temperature-wise and interesting-wise. Wow. And the floor is actually changing a little bit in the levels. It's actually, you're going uphill now, little by little. And then we've got what looks to be bridges. Wow, sweet. Little by little. And you can't really tell where the turn is until you first make it when you get there, just because how dense the light is, or how low that is, I guess is the best way to put it. And many different crevices. You could get lost, I guess, if you didn't have a sense of direction, but the air has gotten very warm, so I know we're at the end. There we go. So sweet. That was cool. That was neat. Looks like the barrel bridge is closed. That was cool. That was kind of neat. The family that was in there behind me, the kids were hollering, "Can we go back through? Can we go back through?" It was kind of neat. And the one thing about it is, of course, the caves are cool. They are about 30 degrees cooler than it is outside. And of course, as you come off the hanging bridge and come around, you can see that there's plenty of seats along the way, along the walking path. And then as you come up around the corner, wow, there's so much going on from one side to the other. You're going to come up on Fort Langhorn. Kind of neat. This is so sweet. Escape tunnel, exit only, please. Well, we know we're going to be coming out of that, don't we? Cool. We have just made our way up through the rifle roost, and you have the rifle ports here. And as we come out, we also see Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Actually rode that right before I came over here. And now, when we go through here, is the coolest thing, especially for a kid wanting to hang out in a real fort. And as we go through, you're going to see use cotton when shooting for the ears, right? I think that's what it says, right? Use cotton when shooting. So we got one cannon. Now we've got them on the other side also. And as we come through here also, we also have muskets up here to fire down below. Fire at will. The sounds are so cool. How could a kid not like this? Okay, enough of that. And we've got more munitions. Another cannon with the caution. So neat. Wow, this is so cool. Just fun. The fort is really neat. Kind of cool. There's so many little cubby holes and things of that sort on each side. No matter where you go, there is something else to see and to do. Kind of neat. And just as you walk through, of course it's dimly lit in certain areas, especially where the light's coming through, but just fun. Just really fun from one side to the other. And great view behind us also with Big Thunder on this side. The Haunted Mansion. So, but just remember, it is warm, and some of the areas actually have air conditioning, and some of them do not. So, wet a towel is the best way for me to put it. But pretty neat. It's really neat. And now, of course, they do have the stairs that kind of go around and around with the little small angled stairs. But then they do also have stairs that are fairly normal to be able to navigate from one side to the other. But just a really neat thing. Let me give you a... Pretty tight. I'm a pretty big guy, but I can still get through it fairly easy, so just a heads up. Alright, maybe not. No. The walls keep shrinking. Suck it in, Willie. There we go. Oh, that was fun. And I don't know if we're back to civilization, but we're back out. And of course, we are on the back side now of the fort. And we also have the Haunted Mansion over to our left. Wow, this is really fun, guys. As we're coming back out, we're basically right back at the front Fort Langhorn. And it is just one of those things to where it's very immersive. Not a lot of electronics or anything like that, but just a really fun time from top to bottom. Really neat. We're going to start making our way back out. Yeah, as you can see, I've been over here an hour or so, and just maybe even a little bit longer than that, just scratching the surface of it. So a good time. And if you just want to do something different, get away from the boom, 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 waiting lines and things of that sort, and just do something a little different, this is the way to go. Fairly laid back, at your own pace, and just enjoy it. And I think we're going to try and do the come over, bring our lunch over one day and do a picnic lunch over here and just enjoy that also. Wow, laid back, adventure, and especially for kids. It's one of those things where you can not let them go, of course, pay attention, but they have a little bit more freedom than they would running down the way in between attractions in the Magic Kingdom. Just definitely designed for children in mind. And back to Huck and Tom. Just makes sense, right? Of course, the Barrel Bridge is out, and we've just come out of the cave entrance back from the fort, back on this side, and this is where the refreshments would normally be. Now, of course, you do have soda machines, refreshments wise, but Aunt Polly's is closed. And again, I really don't know what the hours are for that, but kind of neat. The theming is still really neat and cool. Of course, you have more water fountains here, and you got seating. It's kind of neat. Wow, this was fun. Really was. And historically, when you think of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, this is what you think of. And of course, as kids, when we've read Tom Sawyer, this is basically what we think about. The kids painting the wall, doing the whitewash, and eventually being able to get other people to do it instead of themselves. There's just so much to see here. I've enjoyed every bit of this. I see you now. There he is. We've kind of reached the end today. I think we're going to end this and call it a day. Thanks for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.